Welcome to Best Guest. DC's been canceling a lot of stuff.
What have they canceled?
I mean, there's Batgirl and there's the Gotham Knights TV show.
Why Batgirl?
I mean, okay, so they spent $90 million on the movie. Firefly's in it. We haven't seen Firefly in live action since Gotham TV show, and that wasn't even a movie. I don't know if we've ever seen Firefly in a live action movie. And they canceled that. I mean, Michael Keaton came back as Batman for it. But they haven't canceled The Flash, even though Ezra Miller is going out and doing all this illegal stuff over in Hawaii, kidnapping children and stuff. But that movie's not canceled. But then Batgirl is spent $90 million on it. Half of that's by Michael Keaton's budget. Michael Keaton's back as Batman, and they canceled the whole thing because it's like, I think they said it's not theatrical enough. It's not as like exciting enough. I mean, it's a Batgirl movie. I mean, it's not Batman. Batman's in it, and I imagine quite a lot, but it's not supposed to be as like iconic and exciting as a Batman movie, you know. And then they even said that they weren't going to release on HBO Max. So it was originally going to be movies and then on HBO Max, and then I think for briefly they said that they would just do HBO Max, and then they completely changed it to not at all.
I don't get why they would cancel it after they finished the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean they might as well. I mean, maybe because either way they would have gotten some money back because some people would have gone and seen it, as opposed to spending the money and then not doing anything with it. It would have made more sense to release it and it fail than just to scrap the whole thing. Yeah, and then what do you think about Gotham Knights?
I saw the trailer. I'm perfectly fine with them canceling that. That looked terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to tell, like, looking at them, who's who.
Yeah.
Like, even, no costumes, who's who, and you can't. I don't even know. I think there's 5 in the picture. I don't even know who the 5th one is. Stephanie Brown? I don't know. If maybe it's just some random girl. I don't know. And then them having a TV show and a game coming out at the same time doesn't really make too much sense.
Yeah.
You know? And the game's not even Arkham series.
And then in the Gotham Knights, the Batman's son, like that isn't even, I forgot his name, but I know it isn't anyone right.
Yeah. It really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't, the show could have been okay, but it coming out with the same game and it being on the CW. The CW is known for not making good DC shows. I think the only one that's gotten good feedback is Superman and Lois. And The Flash used to be good. I haven't even seen an episode of The Flash because I've heard that it just gets worse over time. And I don't want to start the show and then just end it.
Yeah.
Because then it'll, like, it's not resolved. But they're still continuing it with that. They're at, like, season 9 or 10 or something now.
I know.
I don't even know.
I know whatever season they're making now is their last season, I heard. Finally.
That's probably what they said for the last 5.
Yeah.
I mean, the Arrow TV show, that was good for the first couple seasons, and then once some of the other characters came in. When it was just Oliver, Felicity, and Diggle, that was best. That was the best time of Arrow. But for them to make the Batgirl movie, I mean, there's a lot of hype around it because we haven't had a Batgirl movie. We haven't had a live-action Batgirl in some time.
Mm-hmm.
And them to just scrap the whole thing. You think they're gonna scrap any more? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they scrap The Flash.
I hope they don't. They don't.
They pushed the date back again, I believe. Black Adam seems like it's got a lot going for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Dwayne Johnson's in it. It's coming out this year, and it leads into Shazam 2, which is coming out also pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So those two are the ones that I'm pretty sure they're not gonna cancel. Super Pets was such an odd movie to make. Not only that, I haven't even seen it.
Me neither.
It doesn't look good. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the best movie ever. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be. Making Ace not like the super cool character, the guy that's beating everybody up.
I can't take I cannot take
You can't
Ace.
take it seriously.
Yeah, with
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Hart is known to be a comedic actor, and I think Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson are a good duo, but not in a movie. I mean, from what I've seen, Dwayne Johnson is playing like a heroic, good Crypto, and that's who Crypto is.
Uh-huh.
But like making Ace like just some dog that meets Batman is like, oh, hey, you want to hang out, as opposed to like the super cool, inspiring, like very very cool dog that fights crime with Batman. I mean, I think they could have done it a little bit better, making Ace the like heroic dog,
Yeah.
and maybe Crypto's just getting the ropes being with Superman. You know.
I feel like it would have been better if they would have switched like the actors of what role they play.
Yeah. Well, the guy from Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is playing Batman in that movie. Would have been way better if Keanu Reeves was Ace.
Yeah.
I mean, like a John Wick in dog form is Ace. I mean, that's Ace the Bat Hound. So, I think that would have been way better. And then Batman's funky ears
Yeah.
that like 2 feet high. What do you think you're looking forward to most?
Like movies wise,
Yeah, DC movies.
Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam looks good. Having
Yeah.
Dr. Fate in it,
Uh-huh.
that's
Hawkman
pretty cool.
is-
Hawkman.
He looks amazing.
Atom Smasher looks interesting.
Yeah.
Cyclone. There's another one. I forgot her name. I think she's just the love interest of Black Adam. But that looks like a good movie. Especially Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate looks really good. I mean, we haven't had a live action Dr. Fate in a movie ever. I don't believe. I mean, it looks really good. The suits look good too. Black Adam's suit looks really good. I think Dwayne Johnson's pretty good for the Black Adam role, because Dwayne Johnson can play serious and funny
Yeah.
characters. So Kevin Hart not so much. I mean, you see Jumanji, you see some of his other movies where it's a duo with Dwayne Johnson, then they can both be funny. But when it's them both and they're both being funny,
Yeah.
and they're both not supposed to be like funny characters. I mean, I get it, it's a kids movie, but like I think an Ace movie could be really good. I don't think Keanu Reeves would be really good at that role. What do you think about the Shazam 2 trailer and things like that?
I've only saw the trailer once.
Yeah.
It looks okay.
Yeah, the new suits.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm not a
know.
big fan.
So from a theatrical standpoint and storyline standpoint, how would they get new suits?
I don't know.
I mean, I assume we'll find out in the movie, or maybe they're not just gonna address it. You guys or something, you know, it's fine. But for them, because I preferred the glowing, like you touch it and the electricity
Uh-huh.
comes out logo than the like smooth gold. I think it's still good looking suits. Still pretty comic accurate. But the villains are very like name popular,
Uh-huh.
you know, as opposed to is it Dr. Evil, the caterpillar that was
I think that
teased at the end of the first movie,
Yeah.
and the end credit scene. Teased. I was expecting him, but it's
Yeah.
not really him. Yeah, DC's really struggling right now. I mean, they're kind of relying heavily on the Black Adam and Shazam too. But they're kind of falling behind. I mean, canceling 2 projects. I expect them to cancel The Flash. I wouldn't be surprised, to be
Mhm.
honest with you. I mean, I don't want them to.
Me neither.
But I mean, with everything Ezra Miller's out doing right now, it makes sense to cancel that before Batgirl, in my opinion.
I've been waiting for a Flash movie since I was little, so
Yeah. I mean, Flash is a very well-liked character, not necessarily the DCEU Flash. I feel like both Marvel and DC are going for the multiverse idea right now, and I don't know how that's gonna turn out, especially since the DCEU is known for not making very good movies.
yeah.
I mean, you look at, the first Justice League movie, not Zack Snyder, because that's not canon, unless the Flash explains it that there's 2 different timelines, which could make sense, but that'd be a lot to explain just to make the Snyderverse canon, and I don't think they want to. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Snyderverse, the Snyder Cut was a great movie, much better than the original one, but in order to make that canon, they'd have to do a lot, because the movies that could take place after Justice League kind of tie in with how that ended and not how the Snyder Cut ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the Flash being super heroic and the Snyder Cut saving everybody. So, DCEU is really not doing too well right now. Meanwhile, jumping genres to Marvel, they're making too much content, in my opinion. I mean, it's nice to have all those shows that came out. I wish maybe it was closer to 2 or 3 a year. When they're pumping out 5 or 6, I mean, who even watched Miss Marvel, if I'm being completely honest?
That was...
So, like, they're making too much, and the She-Hulk doesn't even look that great. People are more excited for Daredevil than they are She-Hulk. Currently, the MCU is doing laps around DCU, especially with everything they just announced. But we're here to talk about DC. And then a Shazam 3. If they don't do Dr. Evil, or I apologize if I'm wrong, the Caterpillar, if they don't use him in the second movie, then that's almost guaranteeing a third one. Or they're just going to leave him blank. Because it's a funny character. I mean, to have a tiny little caterpillar be this enemy for Shazam. Of course, the caterpillar is powerful, but on first interaction, I imagine Shazam would be not threatened by the caterpillar, or it could play out something along the lines of the caterpillar posing a big threat, and then Shazam just realizes that they're just a tiny caterpillar. Like maybe talking to him, but he doesn't know where it's coming from or something like that.
I hope to see Shazam and Black Adam fight.
Oh yeah, well I think that's supposed to be the third movie, but I don't know how much. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Dr. Evil. I believe that's the name. I hope that's his name. I don't know. Look stupid. But
Also about Black Adam, in the trailers, he don't look like a bad guy to me.
No, I think part of his thing is like, as they say in the trailer, that it's like he can choose to be a savior or rule the world or something like that, and he wants to rule the world. He's kind of an anti-hero. I mean, he's supposed to be a villain, but I mean, fighting Dr. Fate and Hawkman puts him kind of in the villain category. But when he breaks the fighter jets, I mean that would make sense that he's a villain.
But then he also saved those people.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the movie. But I wanted to make an announcement to you all. So this is the season finale. Jeremiah's not gonna make another appearance in the season. This is the last episode. We'll be back next summer, somewhere in June or so. But I mean, we've had fun making this. But Aiden and I carrying it on, it doesn't really work as well as having Jeremiah here too. Because it is a 3-person podcast, and so we hope Jeremiah is doing better and will feel better. He'll be better next year. So this is gonna be our last episode. You can still email us at best.guest.podcast@gmail.com. Leave some feedback and maybe some video ideas for next year. We'll have a lot to cover.
And go follow our Instagram at bestguest_podcast.
Yeah, we'll be posting some updates. We'll post some behind the scenes, like maybe us setting this up and things like that. We'll post countdowns. We'll still be talking about stuff on there. And I actually have my own solo project coming out August 17th at 12 Eastern time. It's just me, not related to this podcast, not related to my old Camlex Books YT stop motion channel. But I'm looking forward to it. Comes out August 17th. Looking forward to seeing you guys next year. See ya.